Okay, so a warm welcome to everyone who is here today. I'm here today. My name is Adeolu Akinyemi, and the objective of this meeting is to help us all understand what we want to do in the month of October, how October is different from September, how it's different from July and August, and how we are going to do things in a very strategic and exciting way this October so that we can all achieve our dreams. Remember the mission of the Green Mondays. And I call that very carefully. Everybody needs to know this. It is the Green Mondays. The vision of the Green Mondays is for us to inspire, connect, and empower people to achieve their dreams. So if you're here today, one of the things that binds us together is the fact that we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, we all have things we want to achieve, we all have things ahead of us. We are at different ages and different stages in our journey in life, but we all have one thing in common. We have dreams, and we believe it is not too young. We're not too young to dream. We're not too old to dream. We're not too middle-aged to dream. There is no category of person that does not need to dream in this world. We have the phenomenal opportunity of being able to dream. And guess what? In this platform, we try to inspire ourselves. Our aim is to inspire ourselves, connect with ourselves, and empower ourselves to achieve those dreams. And I think that's a beautiful thing that we want to do. And I think it's amazing that we've set off doing it already. And I say to you, for somebody, all that they enjoy in this is the opportunity to gather with other people and see them as friends, see them as family, be able to invite them for their parties. That's what somebody else gets out of it. Somebody else gets the delight of knowing that I can teach and people can appreciate the knowledge that is being shared. Somebody else gets the kick out of being able to recommend products of value to other people, and they use them and they have positive feedback and testimonies that are mind-blowing and basically unbelievable. Different things cut it for different ones amongst us, and I want to welcome all of us to this platform today. We are in this because we are great people, we are amazing people. And I love something that Robert Kiyosaki said, and I've read a lot of Robert Kiyosaki. I read a lot growing up. I've read a lot in my these days as well. And this is something very interesting, that this business, network marketing, is a business school for people who like helping people. Meaning that you can go to a business school to go and learn about business, or you can enroll in a network marketing organization and you will learn business. I dare say you will learn more business on this platform than you will learn in any business school you go to. Statistics has it that most people who go to business school end up working in corporate jobs. But here you will learn how to generate leads. You will learn how to convert leads. You will learn how to prospect, how to present, how to sell, how to market, how to account for every penny, how to manage people. The highest value you can have in this world, in terms of skill sets, is the skill of managing people. Somebody said, if only I treated my mother-in-law like I would have treated my sponsor or my downline, then I would not have had a problem with my mother-in-law. In this business, you realize that you need to become a better person in order to do better business. So this business is holistic. This model is holistic. It develops you all round. Thank you very much, Mrs. Faye. It develops you all round, and helps you to become a better person so they can achieve phenomenal results. The highest manager is not the person who is technically sound. It's the person who understands human beings, who understands social, emotional quotients, who has adversity quotients, and then has intelligence quotients. That our intelligence will get us only so far. Our emotions will only get us so far. Our capacity to, manage people and undertake adversity, go through challenges, be rejected, and all those kind of things play a significant part in our becoming successful in the world of business. So I'd like to welcome everybody who is here. We're here for many reasons. Some of us want to become free financially. Some of us are bored and we just want to make new friends. Some of us, want to retire and we feel, this is a good way to retire. I can earn income in my retirement. Some of us, are so young. It's the perfect time for us to know about this, but we're wondering, really, is this for me? I want to welcome everybody who is here today. And I want to welcome you to the month of October. And I don't know if you have seen the group already, but October is about abundance. I was, meditating and thinking, what's this October going to be about? What's going to be special about October? What's going to be exciting about October? I know some of these things you call them before they become, so it's your ability to be able to tap into the future, see the direction, and be able to identify what will characterize October. And I make bold to tell you today that what will characterize October for your business, for our business, is abundance. So can somebody there today, if you're hearing me and you're hearing me loud and clear, just type in that chat box, this month I will experience abundance. This month I will enjoy abundance. It's going to be an October of abundance. While we are doing all of that, I like to share my screen and begin to show us a few things that will become reality this month. Okay, good. I can see Dr. Fumi, I know, leading the parade, saying I'm going to experience abundance this month. It's going to be abundance. Okay. If that's going to be your testimony, they say in my native language that when you want to say it is well with me, you call it to yourself. You say you call it to yourself, becoming good at some kind of transliteration. This month I will experience abundance. Yes, abundance everywhere. Amazing things happening all around you. This month is going to be amazing. Okay, and this month is going to set the pace for what the other months will be. So it's an exciting time to be, and it's an exciting time to be your life. So well done, everybody. We're going to make a few adjustments this month to our meeting times and our training times. I want to share them with you. It's because we want to make sure that we are able to accommodate people from different timetables and calendars as well. We want to see how we can be a bit more appropriate and do a few interesting things. So I want to share a few quick updates. So this meeting is important. We're going to call it October Abundance Updates. And these are updates that will become very useful. So the recording of this is something that people want to have as well and be able to work with in the time to come. This is what the reality will be. So I want to just ensure that this is done properly so that people that are looking at it after now can get access to this and be able to to get material that they can refer to and use in driving their business. Okay, so I'd like to welcome all of us here again today. Let me just ensure that I can see my screen as you're seeing my screen. I will experience abundance. Excellent. So very quickly, I'd like us to take us in this journey to begin to pay attention to the key elements of what this month will hold. Please, as I explained, I'll get some feedback from you so that you can tell me your thoughts. If they are aligned, nothing is cast in full stone yet. We're able to make adjustments. So, for example, one of the things that we're looking at doing, and this has been based on calls and messages from the people typically in the US, in Canada, people who are not working with Nigerian time, they've said that 12 p.m. is kind of very early for them. So for most of them, 12 p.m. is roughly 6 a.m. in the mornings. They are basically just getting to wake up in America. They're getting to wake up in Canada. And it's not very, very good timings for them for this business. So we decided to move the training time into a time that is like today. Now, I know that that's going to be some change for people. We need to reinforce it before people get used to it. But if you want to be able to carry people in the US along, people in the UK along, people in countries that are 6 hours behind us, it will not be bad to have a time that is more favorable. Our 2 p.m. becomes more like their 8 a.m. 2 p.m. is also good time for lunch in Nigeria, so that if people are even at work and they want to cut out for a bit of a lunch break, then 2 p.m. may not be bad. So we're looking at upgrading the training times to 2 p.m. So every day we're going to be having trainings, and every day we're going to be having prospect meetings. Instead of 12 and 6, we're proposing 2 and 6. Okay, please note this. We're going to reinforce this. The week 1 will be done by Team Yoma. Week 2 will be done by Team Dr. Fumi and Bem Bem. Team 3 will be done by MI and Chilaka. And Team 4 will be done by Pastor Wale and Olodaramola. So we're thinking global. We're looking at the possibility of ensuring we can involve more nations. And we will be able to involve them this way. It's 8 a.m. before they begin to go to work. They plug in before everything gets settled. They can follow what we're doing, because the trainings will become more important as well. So 2 p.m. looks like a deal. If you are hearing me and that sounds like thinking global, that sounds like okay, just give a thumbs up and let's know that you're following. And then the prospect meetings will happen by 6 p.m. So we're not changing time for prospect meetings. They will happen at 6 p.m. And the objective of this is so that we can keep that time because it's for guests. The time that is 12 used to be 12 now 2 is for us. The time for our guests is 6 p.m. We want to maintain that. So we're going to be maintaining that time for our guests at 6 p.m. Of course, it means that we now have like 4 hours between our trainings and our prospect meeting, which is not bad as well. It means that we have an opportunity to begin to also, before we get too cold, we can use those 4 hours to align our guests, to remind our guests. We can even do things in the meeting to prepare people for the meeting that I want to do at 6 p.m., so that we have, people for 6 p.m. prospects meeting. And we've been having a blind spot on the WhatsApp groups. I want to cover it centrally here as well. Every day, WhatsApp meetings go on centrally. I know different teams have their own WhatsApp meetings and they should. So I want to encourage your team. If your team is having their own private WhatsApp group meetings, you can do them at 12 p.m. You can do them at 9 p.m. You can do them at 5 p.m. You can use all the time windows that we are not using. You can leverage on them. But corporately, there will be a meeting at 8 p.m. that different facilitators will take. And basically, they are sharing essentially the same script. And what you need to do after those meetings, if people can follow through with those meetings, is do a session to close the sessions so that people can know, okay, good. I've gone through this. I go for a 3-way call, and that's how that is closed. So the designs for the meetings for the month of October is ready. This is how it's going to be. So the trainings will be 2 p.m., not 12. There's a correction that needs to happen to that picture. The training will be 2 p.m. and the meetings will be 6 p.m. So please let's note that. So that's for the trainings. If that is clear, just say yes so that we can progress to the next item. I know one of the big things on people's mind this month, good, I can see the yes. I know the big things in people's mind this month is these leagues. Okay, how will the leagues operate? There have been a little back and forth on the leagues. We've been trying to make the leagues better and better, so we want to look at these leagues. I want to ensure that the leagues are done, are very clear. So over the next few minutes, I want to explain these leagues so that it is clear. These leagues are very important, so please pay attention to them. Just a second. So please pay attention to this. It's very simple. So this league will be going on from October 1 to December 20. Okay, from October 1 to December 20, that is roughly 3 months. It's going to be power-packed 3 months. It's a short period of time. We will do a number of things and promotions to ensure that things are exciting and pumped as we progress. But we have October 1 to December 50, and we want as many people as possible to qualify for gifts. We don't want to run the kind of promos we have run before, where it favors only people who are already leaders. So basically what we have done is we've separated the categories into leaders who are confirmed leaders, and then into people who are not fully leaders yet, but they are upcoming leaders. And then we have a third category of people who are just new in the business. They're just joining. They've not built significant capacity within their teams already, but we want them to also feature and get gifts as well. So because of these people, what we have put together, what we have done is we have created a system, and I'm going to mute everybody so that we don't hear any sounds by the side. Let's all listen and follow. So what we have is very simple. If you are a VIP member, okay, if you are a VIP member, you are entitled to participate in any of the 3 leagues. We have renamed the leagues away from VIP, Platinum, and Gold because VIP can participate in all the 3 leagues. So as a VIP member, you can participate in Champions League, you can participate in Elite League or Super League, depending on the one you are able to accumulate PV for. Okay, so this is not dependent on how many PV you have today. It is dependent on how much you are able to do over the course of the next 3 months. What does this mean? It means if I'm VIP and I'm new in the business, I can just go and drive to grow my PV by 5,000 over the next 3 months. And guess what? I will have qualified for the Super League. If I'm amongst the top 5, I will get double. If I'm among the top 10, I'll get double. If I'm amongst the general crowd of people who achieve it, I'll get a gift. I can pick a gift, or I can choose for it to be monetized. If I'm in the elite category, so that's VIP. VIP is entitled to 3. If you are platinum, you are entitled to 2. So if you are platinum, you are entitled to Super League or Elite League. It means if you are platinum and you're able to do 5,000, you enter into the Super League. If you're able to do 12,000, then you can feature in the Elite League. You get an electronics worth 250,000 naira if you qualify for that league. If you're amongst the top 5, you get double that, or travel if you pick the option of travel. And then if you are gold, you can only participate in one deal. So gold can only feature in Super League. And if you are not gold, if you are silver or you are bronze, the company is giving an extension for the next 2 weeks for you to become gold so that you can participate in the Super League as well. For people who are new, who are just joining the business, once they join the business, if they join the business as gold, they have access to being a part of the Super League immediately as well. The goals are clear. The price is clear. We know that the people at the VIP will not be many. In this business today, everybody who is VIP can be in the Champions League. But we know that the real contenders in the Champions League are about 20 people in number. So that's a really, really prime gift of people who are built to 2-star, 3-star, top 2-star or 3-star or even 4-star are the people that will be in this league. So the Champions League will always be about top 5%, top 10% of the business. The Elite League will be like the next 30%, and then the Super League is what everybody can access. This is how the leagues will run, and it will run. We're going to promote, we're going to push, we're going to create energy and drive. It will be amazing. So I'd like us to do something very quickly. In that chat box you have with you there, just type in that window the league that you will be competing in. So if you're a champion and you're in the house and it's Champions League, just type Champions League. If it's Elite League and you are platinum and above and you're looking at Elite League, type Elite League. And if your current level is still that you need to play at the Super League, type in there Super League. Okay, let's do that very quickly. Let's just put those comments there as a way of showing that, yes, I'm following. Yes, I'm getting this. And I understand how this plays. So let's put our leagues there. The one we're good. I can see Elite Victoria. I can see Tony Ogunari champion, Temitope Champions League, Dr. Fumi I know Champions League, Ayokoju Falikolo Super League. And that's amazing because guess what? Just in the last 3 months, in the last 1 year, nobody could participate in any other league except the Champions League. So I'm excited today that we now have leagues that allow everybody to feature one way or the other. And you can feature. And guess what? Somebody can be saying Super League today. And guess what? They come on board and then they realize that by the time that this is done, they are able to do a higher league. Okay, I can see. Okay, good. I can see. Feyi Ogules, he says Super League for me, and is able to help us capture the minutes of what we have covered in this meeting. Thank you very much, man. That's awesome. Okay, this is what it's about. It's called teamwork makes the dream work. So this is about the leagues. I can see that we're identifying our leagues and the places that we can play in. That's amazing. So if we have people who are silver, who missed the huddle, who missed the boat, you're bronze, you're something or the other, guess what? You can still upgrade. The opportunity has been kept open for you to be able to still upgrade. I think that is fantastic. I think that's really fantastic. So let's make the most of that. Let's have a great time making the most of that. What else do I need us to know? Now, October push is going to be different. And I think it's important that we share this with everyone. Please, if you are not in any of the push groups, if you are not in October push, we now have October push, we have October push, we have October push 2, we now have October push 3. And if you are in this meeting and you are not in any of those push groups, the reason why I announced this meeting in the push group is because it is important for everybody in the push groups to be attending these meetings as well. And I'm going to share something that I omitted to share about trainings. I'm going to go back to it. Please remind me. So very quickly, if you are here in this group and you're not in the push groups, be there. Because in the push groups, there are 5 things we will now need to be doing, and we will do them every day. And your goal is to have an unbroken chain. Okay? Have an unbroken chain. And what are the 5 things we'll be doing? Number 1, use your product every day. Somebody is wondering really, Will I be able to do that? Yes, you can. Use your product every day. This is an internal push. Okay. This is an internal push. If you are doing what you're supposed to do internally, things will work on the outside. Things actually work inside out. So if you're not gaining confidence about your products, if you don't have fresh news, fresh testimony, fresh feelings from your product, then it will affect the confidence with which you will push it out. So the first thing that everybody in the push group that wants to drive this month of October and enjoy this abundance is use your product every day. And what does this mean? It means you have disinfectant. It means you have possibly hand sanitizer. It means you have the body wash. And I tell you, for free in this meeting, if you use Reader body wash, you will abandon every other soap that you use. I can take a picture of my soap case for you. All the other soaps before Reader body wash have been benched. They are permanently benched. It is Reader body wash or nothing now. My body has gotten so used to it. There's nothing else I want to use. The smell, the aura, the experience is fantastic. So if you're here and you have not used the Reader body wash, I want to encourage you. So you want to use your product every day. So you say, I'm very correct. Good. I can see, wow, I can see testified. So I have people here supporting this, endorsing this message. So Rita endorses this message. Ms. Oglish is wondering, wow, but it is real. This is what it is. I put the body wash there. Every other soap, I'm looking for who to dash, essentially. It's benched, all of them. And guess what? If you know how to use this one, one bottle can last and last and last, and such a delightful cleaning experience. So use your products. Reader bitters is something you can take every day. Disinfectant is something you can use every day. The hand wash is something you can interact with every day. The body wash and body butter are things you can interact with every day. Make sure that this is something that you are touching every day. Okay, that's one. Number two, feed your mind every day. Okay, every day your body needs food, your mind needs food. If you're going to achieve phenomenal results, if you're going to become an exceptional individual, then you need to feed your mind every day. Okay, feed your mind every day. So we do trainings, there are books to read, there are training materials. This also gives you an internal push. We attract our reality. It is the person that we become that we will also attract. So as you do this business, you want to get better, you want to get more knowledgeable, you want to get more perceptive, you want to rub minds. Okay, there's no way you will interact with some level of some kinds of people that your life will not improve. Okay, because if we are all going all out to develop ourselves, then our interactions will be developmental for others as well. Some of you may be on my broadcast list. I have currently embraced writing and posting a broadcast every day, not about Reader, about things that will develop people, about things that will help people to think, about things that will help people in their journeys. The only way I'm able to do this is by also ensuring that I'm feeding daily. I tell people, if you choke the inflow, you have choked the outflow. If there's nothing coming into your head, nothing will go out from your mouth. Okay, choking the inflow chokes the outflow. You want your life to flow out with value to others, then you need to open up the inflow and take in training and development. That's number two. Number three, you want to share something exciting every day. Okay, there's a WhatsApp status page that you have where you can just share something amazing. You want to touch lives in a beautiful way. You can share a broadcast. If it's not too much pressure for people, you can share a broadcast. You can put a story on your Facebook story. You can put a story on your status in WhatsApp, and ensure that every day you're not only taking in. If you're taking in and you're not passing out, it can cause constipation. Okay, and you can have mental constipation as well. So every day, take a quote from what you're learning, take a phrase that really stood out for you, take something helpful, something useful, something that is a blessing to someone else, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, we are meant to be blessing machines. Okay, we are meant to be blessing machines. It means that through us, people are supposed to get blessed. So one of the ways you want to do that is you want to share value every day. Okay, that's number three. Number four, you want to directly or indirectly associate with your product every day. This is an external push. So every day you do something. The indirect is I write something, I feature my product in it. I write something, I feature my business in it. If any of us read the Independence Day broadcast that I did, for example, which I shared on my Facebook page and I shared in a few places, if you read it, it's a message about Nigeria. But packaged somewhere in there, I put a little comment about Reader Fire. Now, somebody will read that and it will, stir their curiosity. They can't say I'm marketing something. Okay, it's just there. Okay, I'm not marketing anything. I'm talking about the general bigger concept, but I've really indirectly put it in. If you look at the Independence Day broadcast that we're sharing, it's about Nigeria. It's about, happy independence to Nigeria. But very creatively, we have put something in there, okay, that says in Green Monday, we are already living this interdependence dream. We're already collaborating together to bring something amazing from Nigeria to the rest of the world. So if you get the drift, you want to directly or indirectly relate with your product this way, okay? If you understand what I'm saying and you're getting it, just say I'm getting this. Say I'm getting this so that, I can see that you're understanding it. And if you're not understanding it, you can put also there that I'm not getting this so that I know what to repeat and what to share with you even more clearly. Okay, so directly or indirectly, I'll show you your product every day. Take a picture with it. Do something, involve it somewhere. Let it be clear that you are a value-adding person. And then, don't be in your face that this is my value, this is my product. If you look at this video, for example, and you look at me, you will see somewhere behind me there, up there, a bottle of one of the Reader products, okay? You'll see hand wash, you'll see a variety of things there. Just place it around, direct or indirect, okay? So do direct, do indirect. Push. And then, number 5, share the opportunity with someone every day. Every day, take out your time and look and say, which one person can I contact with? Somebody new. Also, people in your team, you can contact them as well. Sometimes when we rub ourselves together, iron sharpens iron. When I interact with somebody else in the business, I feel more energy, I feel more excitement. I can share in their excitement. An upline can affect downline, downline can affect upline. So your downline is excited. As an upline, as a sponsor, you have no choice. You have to share in their excitement. You have to participate in their excitement. It's a wonder that you're not even more excited than them in the first instance. Okay, so we share with someone every day. That's external push. These are the 5 things we want to do in the push groups. They are easy things to do. They are not about results. They are about process. Okay, they are about process. And there's this very interesting popular proverb. It says, watch the pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves. Watch the pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves. If you follow the process, don't worry, the results will come. If we can reduce what we need to do every day and have an unbroken chain of 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days, we will get phenomenal results. So October push, we want to have an unbroken chain, okay? I'd like you to mention somebody's name and tell the person in your team and say, you need to have an unbroken chain this October, an unbroken chain, okay? Have an unbroken chain. Follow the process and the amazing results will follow. Okay. A number of exciting things are going to happen this month. Some people have been saying, I'm not active yet. People are now active. If you are active in September, you are active in October now. So now we begin the pay it forward. Being active in October is now what covers for November. So if you know that November will be a better month, then you want to be active in October. We're not like that restaurant that says, food is free. So you go to the restaurant and you eat and they say food is free. Good, thank you. I can see people giving shout outs. Deacon Lloyd, you need to. Okay, someone says for me, allow me to talk about unbroken chain. Okay, send it back to somebody else. Unbroken chain. Okay, this month we have an unbroken chain of daily action. Daily action unbroken. So this month, exciting things are happening. So people have become active. We now pay it forward. But like that restaurant that says, don't pay for your food. Your parents, your grandparents already paid. Okay. It says, don't pay for your food. The food is free. Your grandparents already paid. And when you finish eating, they call you aside and say, well, your food is free, but you need to pay for your own grandchildren as well. And if your grandchildren are anything like you, then they will eat like you ate as well. So pay for your grandchildren. Your grandparents already paid for you. Same way, October is paid for. Now, what you do in October answers for November. What you do in November answers for December. What you do in December answers for January. And then the spiral forward goes on. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Tomorrow is always better than today. Our lights will shine brighter and brighter to a perfect day. What that means is the same way you have prepared for October, make sure you start preparing for November. And guess what? There's something we're going to implement on our rewards viewer that will become live within the next 6 hours. Okay, so on the rewards, we see that the statements are so long and you're tracking where did I end this month, how did I end last month. We're going to have a better reward viewer where you'll be able to see what you earned last month, where you see what you earned last week, where you can see what you earned in the last 1 year. You can have access to real data so that you can see how you're doing, and you can plan to improve and plan to increase. It may demoralize some people and feel, I'm not doing well. But guess what? At least you know how you're doing, and then you can plan. And I think it's better when we have data and we're able to plan. So you'll be able to have better clarity at the rewards. So changing a few views so that you can see clearer. You'll be able to track your monthly progress better because you'll be able to see September income. You're able to see January income. You're able to see February income. You're going to have a rewards viewer that shows you very clearly, what's going to be happening at the back office there. So that's exciting. And then guess what? Effective from this October, from Monday, personal bonus, team bonus, instant rewards, and all the other bonuses that even the ones that get paid monthly will now be paid weekly. So Green Mondays is about to become greener. Okay, so that what used to be broken down and put together at a month, you can now earn it weekly. What does that mean? That means you can increase your weekly income. And then because you are measuring in weeks now, you can also significantly increase your monthly income. Okay, if you are getting this and there's excitement in that, somebody says, I look forward to the day I'll be able to track, my inventory. Don't worry, everything is being worked on to be made better and clearer and cleaner so that you can see the rewards you're earning. You can see how that's going. As soon as that is done, there are other milestones. Remember, we are just over a year, but we're doing a lot of things to put a lot of things in place. So ISO certification done, halal certification done, UK registration and the possibility of UK manufacturing in process, depot in Canada done, depot in London activated today, getting on done. So we're still young, we're making progress. It is going to be more exciting. Clinical trials, last tranche of payment for clinical trials done. We are now waiting for results. And then the implication of some of these things are going to be mind-blowing, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are riding this train and we are on board together, there are amazing days ahead. We have some distributors who are also investors. Some of them are debt investors, some of them are equity investors. This thing is going to yield value for you in multiple ways. So it's amazing. It's exciting times we're in. These are the things to watch out for. Also, I want to add this point in this meeting as well. Remember, this is our October abundance meeting. It's our first key meeting in this month, and a very important meeting because it's our first meeting this quarter. And this quarter, I see as our biggest quarter ever. This quarter will be our biggest quarter ever. This quarter, we're stretching to do things that we have not done before, and we want to end this year with a bang. We want to do massive celebration in December, for stockists, for distributors, for people who have achieved key milestones, for people who are putting in efforts in various ways. We see you, we cite you, we're seeing what everybody's doing. I want to push this energy. Now, if you're going to create the abundance that you need in this month of October and beyond, one of the things that must be clear to you are the laws. The laws, there are laws that govern, laws that govern how, money is made. There are laws. And if you understand these laws and play by these laws, you can achieve phenomenal results. And the first law I need you to know is that becoming wealthy is your right. It is your right. It's not an option that if I become better, I become nicer, I become educated, no, it is your birthright. It is a right of birth because the God who made you knowing that you will need to eat, knowing that you will need to be clothed, knowing that you need books to read, knowing that you need to show love to other people. There's no way a good, gracious, loving, kind God will have made you without the capacity to, by birth, have a right to those things. And you need to think from that default. Don't think from this is what I need to do to qualify. You are already qualified. Work from your qualification, and then it's only just going to be how it manifests. Poverty is not something you want to wish on somebody you don't like, how much more somebody that you love. So in order to live a full life, we need wealth, and that wealth is available and accessible to you. It is your birthright. Where we fall and where we shall change is in our lack of desire. And I want to be able to say this today, and I'm saying this to you today, that you need to work on your desire. You need to ensure that you desire, okay? And you need to build your desire. And in building your desire, these are essential things that I want you to look at. So I've mentioned these things before in a training. I will create another training to be able to help us internalize them. But these are things you can do to boost your desire. So one, burn your ships. Somebody came to celebrate with me day before yesterday. On Saturday, she came to my office. I don't know if she's in this meeting. She can share a story herself if she's here. She dragged Diana with her and said, you know what, come, let's go and see. Yeah, I'm excited. And what did this person do? This person in 2 days achieved their stockist targets that they have not achieved for 28 days. In 2 days, they went from, technically no PV to enough PV to qualify as stockist. And I say, look, if you can do that in 2 days, then in 30 days, you can do that 15 times. Okay? You can do that 15 times if you can do that in 2 days. And what did the person do? The person said, you know what? I'm burning my ship. I've been feeling that I will be embarrassed if I share an opportunity with these people. If I share in these groups, I may feel embarrassed. I don't want to associate myself too much or show myself too much that I'm driving this. And because we don't commit fully, we hold back, we don't succeed. You need to burn your ships. You need to surround yourself with desire boosters. You need to be talking to people and hearing from people who will inspire you, motivate, and push you. You need to feed your mind with empowering information. You need to replace your source of negative energy. You need to dress for success. You need to reprogram yourself. Don't allow adverse to reprogram you, and take immediate action. Ladies and gentlemen, desire is the starting point of all achievement. And if you're going to achieve the phenomenal things that you desire, then you need to boost that desire. And I want to encourage you here today, in this month of August, of October, it's about setting out your sails and knowing, you know what, failure is not an option. I'll tell you this story. I was going to opt out of the life of business about 12 years ago, about 13 years ago. I was tired. I was doing business. I didn't get the kind of results I anticipated I would get when I was an employee. I was earning well back then. And when I went to business, there was something I always did for myself. I always kept my CV active. I kept on updating my CV to say if forward is not working, then backward, I can still return backward. And I didn't succeed until one day. The day that my life began to change in business was the day I went to meet my mentor. And I told my mentor, sir, it's like I want to get a job. This thing is not working. I got a job offer. They're offering me 8 million naira per annum. I think it's better than what I'm currently experiencing. The only reason why I don't want to go back into paid employment is so people will say, Delu, you entrepreneur, they'll be making fun of me. And my mentor asked me, the people making fun of you, are they paying your salary? I said, no. Are they helping you? I said, no. So he said, so why are they your concern? Do whatever it is that you think you need to do. So we talked till like 3 a.m. in the middle of the night. Yeah, and I got a mentor that I could really relate with and share my thoughts with. And he said to me, there's nothing wrong with going back to paid employment. I did it. I resigned to do business. It wasn't working, and I went back to work. So I made up my mind, okay, good, you can go back. But when I was sleeping that day, I don't know what dream I had. I don't know what happened to me in my dream. I woke up the next morning and I heard this very sound, very loudly and clearly in my mind that says, you will not achieve until you give yourself no other choice. So I went back to my mentor and I said to him, sir, I'm not going back to paid employment. I will push this until I break through or until I break down. I'm not the one that will say I'm not doing again. You will be the one that will come and call me and say, Deolu, stop this madness. But not that I'm the one asking you, can I go back to work? No, I want you to be the one begging me and saying, Deolu, you're not doing right. This is not correct. But I will dig this well until I get to water inside the well, or until I dig it through and I come out in America, the other side. Okay? Now, until I give myself that resolve, it was when I gave myself that resolve that I began to see tremendous changes in my business. I was no longer committing passionately, I was committing fully. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to achieve phenomenal results in this October. You will need to commit more. Commit more. Burn your bridges, commit more. It so happened that within a year of that particular decision, everything turned around and I've not looked back or thought of looking back since then. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to achieve phenomenal results. The law of desire. Desire is the starting point of all achievement, and desire is all about committing. So you burn your ships. Pay somebody and tell this person, look, I'm driving this business for the next 1 year. By 1 year, I expect my monthly income to be 100,000 naira per week. If I don't achieve that, here is my check of 500,000 naira or 20,000 naira. You can go and cash it. Okay? Commit fully, give yourself no other option. For as long as we have options, we will not succeed. Okay? Our plan B is our biggest hindrance. In Sun Tzu's Out of War, It says the generals that sabi war, that understand how to play war well, are the ones who create an escape route for their enemies. So they fight with their enemies in territories that allows the enemies to think that there's an escape route. Because for as long as the enemies have a route with which to escape, they will not commit their full energy. They will know that the retreat is possible. The armies that win are the ones who give themselves no option but success. So give yourself no option. Okay, Mrs. Tikwe says our own goal is 1 million naira per week. Ladies and gentlemen, that's good. Congratulations. Yes, we can make it happen. We're already on track, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll get there. We're adding significant value, and it's from Africa to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to have a plan this month of October. Have a plan, have a goal. We don't hit what we don't set. Have a destination you want to get to. Is it 2-star? Is it 3-star? Is it 4-star? Do you want to create 3 stars? Do you want to create 4 stars? Do you want to build your team members to achieve success? This is a business model where you can take your eyes away from yourself, focus on others, and by helping them succeed, you will have your own success as well. But have a goal. Tell yourself, I want to do stockist 10 times. Okay, 2.5 million is my goal. Tell yourself, I want to be elite 3 times. You know, whatever goal you have for yourself, set the goal and then drive towards the goal. This is how corporates do it. This is how success has it. It's not rambutan syndrome. You don't throw the stick into the tree and expect the right mangoes to fall down. No, you take a stick up there, target the mangoes you want, and pull them down. Don't second guess. Be detailed. Have a plan. I want to get to B, and don't ramble around drawing circles. Draw a straight line to where you want to be. This is how to do the plans. And of course, with Green Monday, you have the inspiration, you have the connections, you have the empowerment. Sometimes people chat with me and they're like, I can't believe that you have time for me. Okay, our times are busy. There's so much to do. But guess what? Why are we in this business? We're not in this business because of the money we can make. No, that's not all. Yes, we can make money, but no. There's an opportunity here to add value. There's an opportunity here to be a blessing. There's an opportunity here to lift somebody else up. That's the real opportunity. To make money, there are many avenues. There are ways to make money from governments. Okay, there are ways to ensure that you get your proposal, you're intelligent, you have access to people, you can do a variety of things. You can do one project and it will be big. But that's not what it's about. It's about how can we lift up others, how can we connect with new people. I'm excited at the new friendships I've made on this platform. I'm excited at the people that I talk to from time to time. Dr. Fumi and I did not know ourselves, 10 years ago. We didn't know ourselves 5 years ago. Dr. Jeron, I didn't know 3 years ago. Rita Nubia, I didn't know 3 years ago. Mrs. Abiodun Ramola, I didn't know 2 years ago. Mrs. Abose Deojo, I didn't know 2 years ago. Guess what? We get to meet on these platforms. We can add value to each other. Mrs. Dupe, I got to meet, I've not known people here from Adams. We've got to meet on these platforms. It's called inspiration, connection, and empowerment. And together we can achieve more. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, October is when we begin to now, really, really implement this operate with 7 days concept, because now 7 days make one pay. It means we need to stop thinking in months or 30 days. We need to start thinking in 7 days. We need to start thinking Mondays to Sundays. We need to make sure that every day counts. We need to be sure that our goal and our income goal is now in 7 days. Okay? And then we need to be able to break down the dreams into 7 days. Someone says not in government place at all. That's just me. Okay? Yes, I agree with you. There are many things you need to do, so many corners you need to cut, so many things that don't make sense because you want to make income. So here, you're allowed to be able to do stuff that has residual value. And, one day I'm going to do a training, and the title of the training will be called Leverage, because these people have not been trained on leverage. We don't fully understand leverage. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the month we start meeting with our team leaders and saying, what's my plan for 7 days? It starts now. And these meetings are Sunday meetings, really, to plan for the next week. So it's October 1, we can have a budget meeting and plan how do we want to do this month of October, what kind of results are we going to achieve. And this is important, ladies and gentlemen. You need to ask yourself, what's my goal for the next 7 days? How many presentations are going to happen in my team? How many of my team members will attend trainings in the next 7 days? How many sign-ups will happen in my own team in the next 7 days? And I'll ask my downlines what their plans are, so I can plan their plans to know my plans. I am meeting with key leaders. Dr. Fumi Aino, Pastor Wale Ojo, Chinwe Chilaka, Nkemo Bianaga, Temitope, Akiyemi, Ola, Oluwadaramola, Yoma, Victor, and I'm sure one other person on that team. I'm meeting with top 3-star leaders, Morisola, top 3-star leaders. I'm meeting with them on a weekly basis to agree their goals, which I know they've agreed with their team members. So I'm now providing upline support for all uplines, for all grand uplines, and supporting them in the ways that I can to ensure that their 7-day goals become 7-day goals. I'll be helping them in every way that I can, in every way that they'll be helping their team members as well. So how many sign-ups will come? How many team members will attend training? How much will you earn in the next 7 days? And how many of your team members will earn in the next 7 days? These are questions you must be able to answer by 6 p.m. every Sunday, because we're going to ask in whatever training we are doing, whatever meeting we do on those days, we're going to ask to see that we are all on track and we're building this way. So it's time to think 7 days. Type in that window. It's time to think in 7 days. 7 days. Just like the window, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. So now we begin to think in 7 days and we begin to operate with the 7 days mindset. Okay, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This is it in a nutshell. Like I said to you, today's meeting is about the abundance that is available in October and the phenomenal things I want to do. There's something I've not mentioned that I want to mention also about training. So in this month of October, we want to change our training plan. Okay, yes, the trainings are going to be every day, but we want to do training differently. Okay, we realize that people have not really been attending the trainings as much as we would like them to. But the people that have been attending. Thankfully, all the trainings are recorded. So new people can have access to the trainings for the things that they need to know. But for the month of October, we want to do something interesting, and tell me if this is exciting or not. I think it's interesting, but I think I like it. I like you to have a look at it. So training this month, we're going to have about 4 unique trainings. So our trainings are going to be numbered. We're going to have like 4 or 5 courses. If we're able to stomach 5 courses, we'll do 5 courses. So we're going to do 4 or 5 courses. And how will it be? So we're going to have this training certified. So if we have a training topic and it's going to last for 7 days, for example, you will need to attend. So we will have people who will be checking the attendance and be checking that we are present for those meetings. In fact, I think what we may need to do for our trainings is begin to enforce some level of registration. The reason why we have not put registration before is because registration has a way of locking some people out. But this month, we want to have those trainings, want to certify those trainings. I want to ensure that we don't have 1-day training. We want to have 3 days training, 5 days training, 7 days training, that you know that once I enter this, I need to go through. And I'm going to tell you some of the training topics. So one of the training topics, for example, is product knowledge and herbal medicine basics. So for product knowledge and herbal medicine basics, we'll probably have a 7 days training where we're going to have doctors, we're going to have pharmacists, we're going to have lab scientists, we're going to have nurses, we're going to have company representatives, we're going to have people from these different walks take a 1-hour session in these different calls. And by the time we are done, the objective is to ensure that we're able to get a product certification and herbal license by Marvel Natural Products that allows you to be able to talk authoritatively about the products. Now, the purpose of this is we've been telling people, go and read this on the FAQ groups, go and check this here. We realize that you are able to achieve more results if when you are talking to your clients, you are sounding authoritative. The principle of authority is a very strong marketing tool. And in order to ensure that you don't only, demonstrate or present like you have the authority, we want to give you that authority. So we're going to be doing a training on product knowledge and herbal medicine basics. The doctors will teach us how to diagnose before prescribing. The pharmacists will teach us how medicine and these drugs work. Different people, lab scientists will teach us how to read lab, results and why we need to do this before we begin to give people, particularly if they have severe cases, so that we know what we're treating. We're going to have a product knowledge certification. That's one. Number 2, one of the courses that excites me the most to no end is called selling and marketing. I realize that selling and marketing is a skill that people need to learn. Some of us sell better than others because, almost interestingly, we have learned and we have moved from unconscious incompetence to conscious competence, and right now some of us are at the level of unconscious competence. So our sales scripts just roll out of our tongues when we're presenting. We don't need to think about them too much because it has become our lifestyle. Okay, now these trainings are things we need to pass people through. How do I sell and market effectively? How do I share? How do I share convincingly? Now, every activity we're engaging in, even if I'm teaching my child mathematics, even if I'm telling my spouse I'll be back soon, every time we communicate, we are actually positioning and selling an idea. If you are armed with these tools, you will achieve more phenomenal results. We're going to have a course called Selling, and it will probably last for 5 to 7 days. And we'll have different people facilitate different portions of it. So they'll do their assignments on it and present. And then we'll recap and ensure it's certified. There's another very interesting course I would like to do. It's likely the one we're going to start with. It's called The Laws of Financial Freedom. And I want to teach these laws because I've seen it at work in my own life. People don't achieve better results than you because they are more hardworking than you. Some people have just, they've gotten a better default. So people find them attractive. People want to do stuff with them. People want to talk with them. People want to see what do you have to offer. People believe them. They're more believable. Now, there are a few laws that if you learn and you work with can make you a better person and somebody who, is able to attract a lot more value, a lot more abundance. We're going to do that training. We'll back it up with a few book reviews so that other facilitators can help with the book reviews, and then we'll close it all together and certify it as well. Okay, and then we're going to have the Grey Mondays compensation plan, training. So somebody is going to be authorized to be able to share the compensation plan because they understand it in detail. So we want people to become experts at the compensation plan. So we're going to talk about the personal bonus, the team bonuses, the instant rewards, the stockist bonuses. We're going to do a lot more detail into a detailed drives into these key areas so that we can have, like a curriculum that runs them. So all of that will be put together today and we'll begin to roll out tomorrow. Don't worry, before it gets fully ready, I probably will be leading a few of the things that happen in the first few days so that we can now know who is going to be involved in this, who will drive this, who will support with this. The calendar for prospect meetings will be held by the leaders. Calendar for this training will be in collaboration with the leaders so that this can work. If you're excited about this, somebody says awesome. Victoria says awesome. Okay, can you put your own version of awesome there so that we know that you like this idea and this is something that you would like to work with as well. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ogulesi, for helping us with updates about this. Amazing. Very good. Somebody can get to see. Fantastic, fantastic. This is great. So this is how it's going to be. We want to ensure that it is training. So I don't know what training they're doing tomorrow. No, you know the training that is happening this week. Okay, it's 5 days. If you complete it and you attend, you get a certificate and we'll say, well done, you attended that course. And then you have the authority to be able to speak confidently about what you have gone through. Okay, I think somebody says that's fantabulous. Okay, so we're going to do that. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it in a nutshell. Welcome to the month of October. From this evening, Team Yoma, the ball rests firmly in your court. So from this evening, 6 p.m., Team Yoma will be leading us in today's prospect meeting. Please, let's rally around and make the most of these prospect meetings. I'm going to get a lot more involved in the month of October as well. I want us to pack crowds for our prospect meetings. I'm not a crowd of members, crowd of guests. Let our trainings pack crowds. Let our prospect meetings pack crowds. If we're going to grow in leaps and bounds, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. We need to be opening the door and sharing with others. And what makes you a more effective inviter is the fact that your life is already adding value in multiple ways. You're already helping and serving. I don't see myself as a leader. I see myself as a servant. And I know, of course, the model for leadership that I know is servant leadership. If I serve people, sometimes I get frustrated and cranky. I try not to show it, but I want to serve. So I catch myself and I say, no, did I answer that person correctly? Can I do better than that? Am I answering the person like a boss, or am I answering the person like a servant? And I want to serve. So, and I think that if we serve, then we'll be lifted, because the humble gets lifted and the proud gets debased. So I want us to have this same mindset. Let's go out there, open our mouths, add value to people, and then open the door for them to get in. And it's going to be amazing. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it in a nutshell.